give it a shoot. See how much we got in here. Big old air bubble in there. I want all the paint. Give me all of the paint. I need all of it now. Oh, I got another lime green. Oh, no, this is lime tree. Oh, that's a lot more yellow in that one. Sour apple looks closer to this color. Well, I wonder if anyone ever puts Floetrol in these things and shakes them up to try to get any more color out of them. Let me give it a shot. Give me all the color. Give me all that you have. That might be enough color. That might be good. We'll mix it up and see how it feels. And that should about do it. I might not even need you, Sour Apple. Sorry, bud. Let me give this a good mixin'. It's super early in the morning. I didn't stream last night. My sleep schedule's been kind of wonky. It's always wonky, but well, I pushed myself to stream later yesterday so I could start rotating my sleep again. And I tried to, well, my mother babysits my nephew, and so I tried to force myself to stay up until my brother and his wife came to pick him up. I forced myself to stay up until around like 11 or 12 in the morning. Looks pretty good. What do you guys think? I like this color. I found out that there's like so many colors I like doing this. I'm always like, oh, I really like this one. I like that one. So I forced myself to stay up, right? And dang, I'm wondering if I should use white or if I should use like a lighter pink. I think white would be fine. So they came and they picked him up and left. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna go to bed now because I'm pooped, dude. I was tired. I'd been up for so long. I laid down and I'd say like an hour into my sleep. My brother and his wife returned along with their other child, my other nephew. And when you get the two together, it's whew, it is a lot of noise. So needless to say, I got very little sleep. And then I kept having terrible dreams once I did go to sleep. It was just not a good night. I'm trying to get this paint to settle so I can see about how much the cup I filled. That's pretty close. I want to give it one more squirt if I can. This is a really pretty color. This, what is it? Melon pink? Pink melon. Look at that. I like it a lot. Oh no. I keep splashing it over the lip of the cup. But I like to kind of push it against the wall. Just kind of try to squeeze out any kind of ooey gooey mess that might be going on. Whenever I'm mixing. It also helps me find those paint boogers. I can feel them pretty well whenever I clamp one up against the edge of the wall. Those paint boogers. They're nasty. Don't want none. I'm wearing a shirt that's way too big for me. I look kind of funny. Alright. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's 2. So for my next 3 colors, I kind of want to run at about 80%. Not 80, 20% of the cup. So I need to fill a much smaller portion of it. That means it's like almost 7, right? So like it's 6.3. Any more sticks? And a big old box of these bad boys. Hey Tanner. 100k views. 2.7k followers. 0 people watching. What life we live now, boys. Happy hands. This one's super thick. That green that I just did from, that was the Apple Barrel brand one, right? Yep. That was a lot thinner. See how much we got here that's black. This is so much thicker. Mod you and you're famous? Alright. Bet. You ready to make some watermelon? I'm making a watermelon themed painting. I love me some melons. Big, juicy, beautiful melons. You know what I mean? When is Blight, where the fuck it is? We have like 10 days now, right? Till Blight comes out? Ten more days until Blight, but PoE becomes my waiting room game while I'm trying to log into Classic WoW. Smile. This is like, look at how deep this black is, dude. It's like, ugh. That's dark. I don't know, usually when you put a bit of Floetrol in it, it kinda sucks this, it doesn't really lighten it, but you can tell it kind of loses like a little bit of the luster. That's deep right there. I haven't seen any black stay that dark. I like it. Well, let's hope I kind of proportioned these correctly. I don't know why I'm mixing white. I could have just used my pre-mix. But I did add a lot of Floetrol to it, so it's probably actually pretty runny now. My base coat white. Beautiful. So I learned from my last painting, the unicorn puke, I definitely for these panel boards need to have a cup under the middle. That bad boy, I woke up this morning, or last night, I don't even know when I woke up anymore. I got up last night at like around 9 p.m. I think. But it wasn't pretty. That thing was, it was like a dang boomerang, dude. It was bent. But luckily it's still wet enough that I put a cup under the middle and it flattened itself right back out. So just gotta make sure if you're doing the old panel boards, I still give these things more Did I accidentally get a hair on here? It's the eyelash. What the? Guess I had an eyelash fall out while I was priming it. Alright. That's okay. Private league? Oh heck. Yeah, probably. How do I want to do this? I've seen, okay, so here's something I want to try. I've seen some people put down their base coat, their little flow helper, their white, after they get the cup down on there. I'm kind of interested in seeing how that feels. I think what that helps with is if I have the white on first and I flip the cup onto it, you get a little bit of rise out of that white, and I think it helps kind of keep some of it out because it just gets pushed out with the paint. It doesn't really matter here because I have white in here, now that I think about it. But I would guess if you're doing colors without white, that's probably okay. So yeah, I guess for me right now, it doesn't really matter. What color are we doing? We're making a watermelon. A watermelon-inspired acrylic pour. Oh, here, let me go over the color. I didn't even show you guys the colors after I finished mixing them. So we got pink melon, English ivy green for the dark part of the rind, right? A lime green for the light, some black for the melon, and some white for that little spot between the flesh and the rind. Baby shit green, yeah, pretty much. And I'm going to try to pour the layers in an order that it would be like if you'd sliced a watermelon. And we're going to see how it comes out. I did proportionally. It's about 20% of a cup for the black, white, and baby puke green, because I want less of that color. And these are about 80% each of these cups. So these are 3 times more paint than the other 3. And hopefully I did the math right in my head and it almost fills up this little cup I have. So we gonna find out today. Oh, this is empty. This is dead. I missed. I always wonder if I should like be spreading this, like, I don't know. I've seen some people like use a squeegee to do it. I just always worry about it splattering everywhere whenever I initially go to flip the canvas to get it over the cup. But it's been fine whenever I pour it in the middle and then move it around. I still get tons of blobs out of this. Whenever I did these pre-mixed ones, back whenever I was a very eager young buck, I didn't filter the Floetrol, and I got some big clumpy boys in there. I can just see this one right here. I want to get this out. I do not want to risk that stain. Come here, boy. Come here, boy. A paint boogie. There he is. I got him. Oh no, he fell back on the canvas. Ew. Get out of here, paint boogie. I'm just spinning the white paint around. I don't know if you guys can even see the white paint on it. Just trying to thin it up, get a nice little bit of coverage. Like I said, some people just like take a squeegee to it. Some people pour it around the base of the cup after they have their flip cup on the canvas already. There's probably very minor differences in what really happens when you do the different ways, but I guess you should just really go for what you want out of it. You don't want to take the risk of the white showing up in your colors. You can put it on there first. If you don't, put it on there after. Alright, boys. our base coat on there. I didn't even fill this thing up yet. All right, so what I was doing, we're doing seeds first, right? Seeds first. I didn't even pit, oh, I didn't loop these boys. Why didn't y'all remind me? All right. I somehow get this stuff all over me every time I use it. Whenever I stir it in, I always try to like do it in a way that I kind of spin the paint vertically, kind of get it to roll down. I don't know how much it matters. I'll let you pit such a small amount. I'm kind of tempted to do a pour without pitting the lube in it, just because I'm kind of curious about how much it actually helps. Is it specifically for smaller cells? Because if you pour Floetrol into the paint, into the cup, I found that if I squeeze it and I had the Floetrol go under the like paint and kind of bubble up to the surface, it kind of naturally does the big cells. So, I mean, I don't know exactly the science behind putting silicone into the painting, but I'd have to go watch some videos. There's some videos where they substitute other things in place of the silicone, but let's get this cup poured. We're gonna put our black seeds on the bottom so they're at the top whenever I flip it over. Excuse me. I guess something, thinking about it now, that I kind of worry about is since the black's gonna be on top, the other colors on bottom are kind of going to be the ones to get pushed off the edge first. I guess it kind of depends on how you flip the cup over too and stuff. Make sure I get all my paint in here as much as I can. Still a lot of stuff to learn, I guess, boys. Alright, so I wanted black for the seeds. And then we need flesh. I'm gonna layer this as nicely as I can. I'm not gonna mix any layers too. This is gonna be just a flat, like if you could see through this cup here, it looked just like a sliced open watermelon, I hope. Something close to that. But no fancy work with the way I'm putting the colors in. I'm just gonna try to drop a big watermelon paintball on my canvas. See how that comes out. Hopefully it comes out alright. Gonna do white. Part of the rind that would be near the, well, part of the flesh that would be near the rind. Oh. I think this is looking pretty good. The only other thing too that's kind of like, now that I look at it, it's a tiny bit kind of ruining my plan. Not really a lot. Cups naturally are not like perfect cylinders, right? Like they kind of cone outwards. So with the way I did these proportions, it looks like I barely have any white compared to the, I mean, I do kind of have barely any white compared to the pink, but looks like the pink's eating it. That's okay. Maybe I should have gone for a different... Maybe I should have tried to like go around with the pour. I'm trying my best not to get the colors too mixed up though. Well, I didn't fill it up as much as I thought I would. I wish I had a little bit more of the other colors. I must have just, I mean, it's hard to like I said, since cups are not like perfect cylinders, the way I was trying to eyeball it, you know what I'm trying to say, boys. We're just off a little bit. That's okay. I think it's gonna look pretty cool though. If it doesn't look pretty cool, then hey. We'll know next time not to do these colors, or not to do this the way I'm doing it. I learn something each time I do these. I definitely have to be careful with the, I wanted that layer of white mostly to keep the green out of the pink because I didn't want any brown to get produced as much as I could. Well, we were off, I'd say probably by like 3 ounces. So whenever I flip it, there's gonna be a little bit of air in it, but I can mix more paint and put in there, but I don't really mind too much. I think it's gonna be okay. So, we're ready to do this thing. Let me get my gloves. Where the hell? Oh. Where the heck? Don't let me forget to zoom you guys in too, so you guys can get a good shot of the flip. I'll do that after I get the cup on the canvas. If I can do that without making too big of a mess. Let me have a sip of coffee real fast. Alright, here we go. Watermelon pour. I always get nervous doing this, I don't know why. Okay. Pretty dang good. Pretty dang good so far. Alright, fellas. The moment you've all been waiting for. Hey, Quebec. Let's make a watermelon. That looks so dang cool. Look at how good these cells come up. Like I never, like whenever I do this now and I actually get these kind of cells, I'm like, oh my god, I don't want to touch it. But we gotta touch it, boys. We gotta touch it. I'm gonna touch it. I'm gonna touch the thing. It looks beautiful. Oh my god. The middle, not so much. I feel like I should have removed the cup so it wouldn't have dripped all over the place like it did. That's okay. I will love it all the same. Look at that side right there. That looks gorgeous. Real easy, like boys, real easy. I have so much paint on here. I think I should like not be as afraid to kind of let some of it. I'll let more of it kind of go off the edge. God, I don't want to lose all these cells on this side over here where my thumb is. It looks so good. Goodbye, Pink, I love you. You were beautiful. Those that I made were just gorgeous, though. I should just let it go. Let it go down there naturally. I want my pink back, got a lot of pink in the middle, I suppose. I will say that, like, for how little... Look at this one spot. Do you guys see the eyeball? That really dark spot right there in the middle? It looks like a freaking eyeball, dude. It looks so cool. There you go, boys. A watermelon. How does that look? Makes me kind of hungry. I'm really surprised at how... Like, for how little black and white I put in there, how much showed up right here. Well, let's do what we do best, boys. Let's set it on fire. How about that? I think that's gonna be real interesting. I can't get my dang gloves off. Oh, excuse me. That's disgusting. That was a very weird coffee burp. Alright, boys, let's catch it on fire, baby. It's time to burn. Oh my lord. There are a lot of very beautiful tiny things going on. Oh my gosh. I wonder if I do this for too long. Me. Whoa. Look at all the little babies. Little baby cells popping up, boys. They're cute, just like you. Wow. There's so many fascinating little things going on. Dang, dude, I feel like I shouldn't have even put the white in there. I might have to do this again with maybe no black and white. Or maybe change where I position them. It looks pretty cool though. I could always pour more paint off. I'm still kind of interested in trying that. Pulling more paint off just to see how things kind of go. Like, this white is like just consuming. There are a lot of very beautiful things going on in other places. Here, I'm gonna try this, boys. Heck on it. Ain't gonna know if we don't try. Oh, I didn't do that. Ruined. Did I take a big turd? Yep. My big baby turd. YouTube. Come on, I was listening to that. Come on, man. Goodbye, white. I barely knew ye. Dang. Gotta get the weight back in the middle. I get a good portion of that white out. I probably should have done that while I was tilting it first time. Right there. Where I want it. Wow. Part of me kind of wants to torch it again now that I've moved it around to see if it does anything. I don't know how much it's going to matter. I don't think it will matter, to be honest. I like to light it up. Let's do it quick. Make sure we didn't like fold any air bubbles in there or something. So help pop on the little air bubbles. Alright, now I'm gonna leave it alone. I promise. There you go, boys, a watermelon. How yummy does it look? I'm kind of sad that I destroyed all those really big cells I had over here. If I sacrificed those to try to get some of this white off, I could have left it and just waited to see if the white kind of naturally got rid of itself, but... We'll just have to see what happens. I still think it looks pretty cool. This got really gray right here. I don't know what exactly happened with that. I still think it looks pretty cool though. Yeah, I did. It was a very, very, very small amount of white. Like the white, whenever I sat and I talked about the shapes of the cups, it was because while I was pouring the white, I was like, oh my god, there's like no white in this. And then the white was the one thing that popped up the most. Hey, I wonder if it you know what it might have been? I thinned up that base spreading